But first, there is another big issue in Australia, and that is whether or not our benevolent government will allow you to read, hear or say whatever you think. Now, this is, of course, the issue of free speech, which tens of thousands of Australians have died defending. The Misinformation and Disinformation Bill received 23,000 mostly negative responses from the public when it was first proposed, and so the government has put it on the back burner for Communications Minister Michelle Rowland to supposedly improve it. But don't be fooled. Rowland and the government remain committed to compromising your free speech in the guise of protecting you from harmful posts online. Now remember, the last time this happened, it was when the government conspired with big tech, the legacy media and big pharma to lock us up and jab us with experimental gene therapies. We now know that the whole thing was based on misinformation from none other than the government itself. If this bill gets up, which the government hopes to do sometime next year, freedom in Australia will be dead. You won't hear much about this in the legacy media, but we will keep talking about it on ADH because it is an issue that is very dear to all of us, and I hope to you too. To see how free speech really works, consider what happened at the Daily Wire last week. That's the independent news organisation co-owned by commentator Ben Shapiro and his friend Jeremy Boring. Shapiro, who is Jewish, criticised Candace Owens, who's also a commentator on the Daily Wire, for her stance against Israel in the war against Hamas. In response to that, Owens posted a comment online saying she couldn't serve both God and money, to which Shapiro replied, well, if she feels that strongly about it, perhaps she should resign. And that is where Jeremy Boring stepped in, saying this: Candace is paid to give her opinion, not mine or Ben's. Unless those opinions run afoul of the law or she violates the terms of her contract in some way, her job is secure and she is welcome at Daily Wire.